Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Beef Brisket back again for another episode of our CDDA run. Today, I'm just going to do what I mentioned I was going to do last episode, which is start making my way towards Rosewood and just killing a bunch of zombies along the way. Probably going to take several days to actually do this. It's a way to increase my skills with my weapons. It's a way to try to make some progress with Nimble, try to make some progress with maintenance. And it's just sort of a way to get a little jump start on our character before we actually make it to a city. So I'll show what I'm going to do today, which is just basically go down this road until we eventually come across some zombies. Thanks again to everyone who's been watching and liking and subscribing. And thanks to everyone who's been commenting too. Again, not to keep saying it, but it's always cool to see more perspectives and what different people would do differently and things I might be overlooking. Alright, let's take a look and see how many spears we can actually comfortably hold. I think that should be fine. We have a bunch now. I don't think we have a lot to attach to it or the duct tape to do the attaching. So all I did off camera was I just slept the night, and then I did put a few of the stuff I was carrying away in that house we're staying at temporarily. I'm hoping before we make it to the house that's outside of Rosewood that we find some more bags so I can make a trip or two and keep moving all my stuff along. Oh yes, and I exercised, which means we will end up with pretty severe pain here in a little bit. I wonder, I don't know, I imagine the painkillers have to help with exercise pain. I've never really used them for that though. Also, over the next few days, I'm going to grind a little bit of my carpentry skill. It would be nice if I had some of the carpentry books, but I'm just going to grind it regardless. And the reason I'm grinding is because I think around level 3 or so, you start to be able to make spears that have perfect condition almost all the times, I think. And eventually when I get some good axes, I'm going to use those a lot too. Those are tricky with this character being obese and having the really low fitness, because from what I understand, I don't know the actual numbers on it, but I believe that axes drain your fitness quicker than a lot of other weapons. One thing you have to be careful about with using the spears, though, is that one-hit kill is a long animation. And in the very beginning with these spears, it does take a lot of switching them out and swapping them out, and you run out of them really quick. But that eventually changes, of course. I have to apologize if you hear any cat sounds in the background. It looks like a couple of our cats are having a little party in here. I think they're just gonna chill out, but there might be a little bit of meowing in the background. Up to this point, they've been extremely well behaved for all of my recordings, and haven't really gone crazy or done anything really stupid while I'm trying to record my voice. I do appreciate that. They're good cats. And you'll see me going like off the road to attract zombies intentionally, and that's because my goal isn't to get to Rosewood right now. I am not trying to make it to there. I'm just trying to kill a bunch of zombies. I don't know the exact date range of when the helicopter can and cannot show up, but I do believe that we are in the range where it could show up. So I ideally would be checking the radio at least once a day after 9 a.m. On that emergency broadcast station, but I think I mentioned this before, I'm not really that concerned about the helicopter showing up at this point in the game, just because if they do, I'll just walk back to the place I was just at, and we should be just fine. Getting a little greedy with that right there. I should be backing up and being a little bit better about this. it is easy to forget just how difficult it can be to use these spears in the beginning. Once you get a little bit better at it, once you have a little bit more skills, they become a fairly overpowered weapon. Maybe not overpowered, but I also, one of the other reasons I use them a lot is because they're essentially infinitely renewable, especially since we do have, in this version there is respawn turned on for the zombies, so we can always get more knives to cut them up. And let's get a little bite to eat while we're out here. Let's see what we're at. Let's change out this bandage. And it's back to infected. That's not good. I believe I'm still looking for a needle to sew that up. Once I sew it up, we'll be set. But until then, I don't know how long it takes for a deep wound to heal on its own without being sewed up, or even if it does, I really don't know. I've only killed 51 zombies in this playthrough. That seems outrageously low. But I guess that's kind of how this start goes. I might have to cut down another tree really quick just to get some more spears. Someone mentioned in the comments, and it's a valid point, that I could be using my foraging skill while I'm walking to find some tree branches. And that's probably ideal, but I'm mostly just going to chop down trees and disassemble things. Disassembling to get that added carpentry skill. And then I'm mostly just waiting on foraging until I actually read the first foraging book. Which I know is kind of silly, but that's how I'm going to do it. And you'll notice I'm not a huge stickler for checking every single zombie corpse either. And again, it's just because they're infinitely renewable. And it's like, if I don't get every single watch to disassemble, if I don't get every single thing, it's fine. There'll be plenty of zombies to kill in the future. So that one zombie probably has a kitchen knife. I think that's what that is. I'm getting a little bit exerted, again, with the low fitness combined with chopping down the trees, combined with walking out here and killing all these zombies. Definitely a lot for my character to do right now. So I'm probably just gonna hang out here a little bit longer and then eventually turn around, probably after killing another little group of zombies. Maybe just these guys here. If I can get these guys' attention too. And then I'll head back. And the next several days that I'm working on this, I'm going to do off camera and I'll join back with you. I'll show you how many zombies I killed. And, show you where my skills are at. Well, since all I'm going to do is just walk back to the house I was just at, I think I'll call it an episode here. And thanks for joining me for another episode. I'm having a lot of fun making this series, and I hope you're having a lot of fun watching it.